All right, officially starting Power Flow, maybe Vinyasa Flow 45. Starting on our backs, any shape you want. Try to settle into stillness here over the next 10 breaths. So if you're still sort of moving a little bit, with as kind of a lens as you can view yourself through, just noticing what it feels like to be in your body right now. Setting an intention for your practice based on this moment and this moment alone. Softening through the features of your face, space between your eyes. Trusting the support and sort of heaviness of the back body as it supports the ease of the front body. That doesn't feel so obvious, just maybe noticing that. We'll take 10 more breaths. Supportive back body, supported front body. 3 more breaths. And it's really up to you if you want to use your left or right hand, depending on dominance or comfortability, but we're going to use either the tip of our middle finger or the middle finger and pointer finger. We're going to head to the center of our sternum, so the center of your breastbone, and we're just going to gently tap there. Keep allowing for the head to be heavy, the face to be relaxed. If it doesn't feel good, tap later. Kind of just where you would assume the center of the sternum is. Keep breathing, maybe even lengthen out your inhales. Lengthen out those exhales just a beat longer. We'll take 3 more deep breaths as we just gently tap. The pace is up to you. Great, one more time, whatever breath count you're on. A full inhale, full exhale. And then gently just continue tapping there. Take the tip of the middle finger to your third eye center and gently, gently, gently tap there. Like you've opened the valve on your breathing, full inhales, full exhales without a lot of effort. So if you're creating any tension in the jaw or anywhere else, try to soften. And continue to tap. Again, the pace is up to you. We'll take 1 more inhale. At the bottom of your exhale, just gently hold the pressure there and take 6 deep breaths. Relax through the back of the skull, the sides of the neck. Easy breathing. Great, wherever you're on that breath count, again, just detach, take 1 more inhale. Exhale, slide that right arm out to a T, palm up. Slide your left arm to match it. If your legs are straight out, wiggle your toes, roll around into your wrists, and then slowly bend your knees one at a time. Take them wider than hip distance and just start to rock those thighs side to side. Range of motion is up to you. I want it to feel better than not. So if you're forcing anything and it just doesn't work, back off. Keep your feet flat or rock edge of foot to edge of foot. Back body is still heavy and supportive. Invite that ease into the front body for now. If you drop to one side and it feels nice to maybe linger, feel free to pause and keep breathing. We'll take about 6 more inhales, 6 more exhales. All right, coming back to center when you feel even from side to side. And start to draw one thigh into your chest followed by the other. Arms can stay out or you can give yourself a hug if you prefer that. Stillness or rock a little bit side to side now with the Pelvic bowl turned under, so maybe it feels like a little bit more of a massage down at those upper glutes, lower back. All right, continue here. Maybe take it more to a happy baby. Again, whether you grab on or not really doesn't matter. Again, staying in either one of those places, or extend the legs up to the sky. Point to flex and roll around in the ankles. We're going to take our arms up to the sky, though, as well, if you're heading in that last option. And open your fists, close them, roll through the wrists in both directions, not just the one you intuitively started going to. Take that awkward one. Great, and then find some stillness. We're going to soften the knees and relax the feet. We're going to place the thumbs in the palms of our hands. Close your fingers over them. And then we're going to straighten the knees, flex the feet, push the heels up, draw your knuckles forward and down. That's the inhale. Exhale, recoil out. Feet relax, knees bend, knuckles kind of flare up. Great. So draw the knuckles forward and down, straighten and press heels. Inhale. Exhale, recoil out. So make this as subtle or dramatic as you'd like. Try to lengthen those inhales, lengthen the exhales, moving with your breath, not necessarily my pace. Take just a couple more rounds. All right, and then one more time, we're gonna head to that inhale and effort, and we're gonna hold here. So big breath in, and then exhale everything out. Great, and then keep that effort, one more inhale. Exhale, release, shake it out. Whatever you like for about 5 breaths, hugging in, happy baby, stillness with hands at your heart. But we'll make our way to tabletop in due time. If you wanna rock and roll to one side or press yourself up gently. Let's give those feet and back line a bit of a stretch. So for me, it's more comfortable to be on the tops of my feet in tabletop, but we're gonna stretch. So curling the toes under. My pinkies usually float, so I let the heels drop out to the side so that they can get involved. You could stay upright, you could shift forward and backward, you could walk backward. We just don't wanna force anything. So if that's too intense, you're just gonna stay weight bearing on the hands. Close your eyes, breathe, breathe, breathe. Try to let your belly expand and deflate. We'll take 3 more like that. So diaphragmatic breathing. Trying to find a rhythm in and out the nose that feels where you're still sort of mindful of it, but not rigid. Great job. And then slowly shifting forward after your next exhale, uncurl the toes, pat through the tops of the feet. And then for some of you, that does feel better on your knees, so feel free to curl them under, stay on the top of your feet. Just start moving around. Wiggle through your hips, shimmy and shake to one side. Drop the head. Maybe try to take some asymmetrical things in the shoulders. Make your brain work. Or turn it on. Relax your jaw, but breathe with purpose in and out the nose. Great, couple more breaths wherever you are. And let's come back to a neutral table. Walk your legs and knees closer together. Take that right leg back, curl your tailbone, and then fire up that glute and hamstring. And then push the earth away evenly. Try to hug into this left hip. Keep your left hand where it is. Slide it forward for spider tip or reach it forward for bird dog. Right toes stay down, or keep that tail tucked and use the glutes and hamstrings to float those toes like puppet strings. Try not to pop out to the left with the left hip. Try not to turn your right toes out to the side. Great breathing. Pushing the earth away with the right hand. Great, we'll take one more inhale here. Exhale, left hand back underneath the shoulder if it's not already. Point your right toes and then pull right knee to right tricep. Roll it out to the side. Kick that leg out and just move around a little bit. You could have your foot flat. You could pop to your heel. You could be on the instep. I like to just move around. It hits different adductors different ways. Relax your jaw. Great, 3 more inhales, 3 more exhales, exploring. This muscle group has a lot to do with lower back, discomfort and pain. It's always helpful to hit it in the wintertime. Great, come on back to shoulders over wrists or slightly behind. Adjust your foot however it makes sense in your body. Take 3 rounds of cat-cow. Move nice and slow. With the leg out like this, the range of motion is probably going to be a lot smaller than normal, so don't overthink it. Great, and then neutral, lean to the left, and then drag that leg in. Counterclockwise circles as big or little as you'd like. Great, releasing that right knee wherever you would like. We're gonna thread the needle, sweeping the right arm out, take a big breath in. Exhale underneath. I like to keep my hips high. If you wanna sink back more towards your heels, feel free. You could be on your right temple, your forehead, your left temple for a bigger twist. Left arm can be reaching by your temple or thread behind your lower back. Relax your belly, breathe deeply there as you expand through the lower back. We'll take 3 more inhales, 3 more exhales. Great, one more big breath in as you exhale. Gently hug the navel to the spine, keep it there. Left hand by your temple, push the earth away. Pull yourself back to a neutral table, roll through 2 rounds of cat-cow, move with your breath. Great, shift far enough forward to curl your toes, press yourself back to down dog, and we're just gonna play around with bending one knee, settling the opposite heel, sway that sit bone, move around, shimmy and shake, drop the weight of your head, just stretching through that back line, more weight in the lower body so you're not bugging out your wrists too much here. Relax the sides of the neck, the upper shoulders. Take 3 more breaths. Again, really all we're doing is just paying attention. Nothing more, nothing less. Making shapes and paying attention. Great, one more inhale. Exhale back to your neutral tabletop. Left leg's gonna head back this time. Curl the toes. And then lift the heel, tuck the tail, fire that left glute and hamstring, push the earth away. Remember, stay here or right hand can reach forward or fully out to bird dog. Without adjusting the pelvic ball, if you wanna lift those left toes, think about puppet strings from that glute and hamstring to lift up. Try to not pop your hips out to the right. Try not to turn your left toes out to the left. To push the earth away with the left hand. Breathe. Great, one more inhale. If your right arm is out, slide it back into your shoulder. Point your left toes and then hug left knee to left tricep. Roll it out to the side, extend, and take that foot out. And immediately just start moving however it makes sense, or just be curious as you do. Remember, left foot could be on the heel, the inseam, flat-footed. Relax your jaw, breathe. 3 more inhales, 3 more exhales. Great job. Back to your neutral tabletop. Shoulders over wrists are slightly behind. 3 cat-cows. Move nice and slow. After your 3rd round, hug into that midline, then lean to the right hand out. Lazily drag that leg in. Clockwise circles this time, as big or small as you'd like. And dropping that left knee. Push to the right hand to sweep out to the left, threading the needle other side. So if you kept your hips high on the other side, do that again. If you sink back. Adjust your right hand, though, accordingly to side differences, whatever feels okay to you. Great, relax that belly, breathe there. We'll take 3 more inhales, 3 more exhales. Your right hand will come by your temple. Press yourself down. Lift back to tabletop, shift forward, press yourself back to down dog. Same thing, just exploring through movement here, wiggling, bending one knee, straightening the other, breathing, paying attention. Okay, well, make your way to a forward fold, hands to feet or feet to hands. Take your feet about hip width distance 3 times. We'll halfway lift as we breathe in. There's some effort there. Exhale, find some ease. Soften the knees, drop the crown. Great effort on the inhale, moving with your breath counts, rising and lowering at your pace. One more time. And then keep the upper body nice and heavy. Bend your knees, push your heels, and roll to rise. So lift the pelvic floor, the navel back, but roll up slow. When your shoulders stack over your hips, roll them up, back, and away. Do that again with your breath. Great, rotate your palms forward. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale to chair. We'll take cactus arms and create more of a cow stretch in our spine. So extension in the spine. Got those house coats off. We're feeling good, right? I have one too. Great. And then when we exhale next, we're going to round the spine, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, reach the arms forward. So inhale, cactus arms, extend the spine. Exhale, round the spine, reach forward, tuck the chin. Great. One more time in each direction. Great job. And then let's meet in that back bend, cactus arms. Take your chin away as long as you can keep breathing. Great. Start to drive your heels. Stand up, breathe in. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale back to your down dog. Spread your fingers wide. Let's find some stillness and take 3 breaths. And you can add that ujjayi effect, that constriction of the back of the throat, but that creates too much rigidity in the jaw, the shoulders, the face. Just ditch it and breathe. We're going to start to move. We're going to start to work from that midline. So skin to muscle, muscle to bone. Lift your heels, roll to your high push-up. Adjusting feet back if you need to. Adjusting to your knees if you need to. Tuck the tail, push the earth away. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take a big breath and push the earth away, and then lower to it nice and slow. Tops of your feet, baby cobra. Rise as you breathe in. Peel down as you breathe out. Great effort on the inhale. Ease on the exhale. Great. Drop your forehead, slide your fingertips out wider than your mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breathe. Now squeeze your thighs and reach through your big toes. Lift your navel to your spine. Stay here or try to float your fingertips. Breathe. Great. Take one more inhale. When you exhale, slide your hands underneath your plex. Bend your knees, flex your feet. High push up from your knees. Shift back to hit your toes. Walk yourself to down dog. Great. Then lift your heels, look forward. Keep walking all the way to the top of the mat. Feet hip width distance when you get there. Breathe into halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Right, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down dog. Find that pressing back, that lifting and lengthening through side body and sit bones, settling through the crown of the head and the heel. And inhale, lift your heels, roll yourself, high push up. Again, adjust feet back or drop to your knees. Tuck your tail. Front body resisting the earth, back body resisting gravity. Big breath in, push away. Exhale, lower to it. 2, 3 rounds of baby cobra. Effort and ease. Great. Transition however you'd like. High cobra, table tap, high push up from your knees. We'll meet back and down dog. And then start to look forward. Keep walking all the way to the top. Eventually feet hip width distance. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. High mountain as you breathe in. Maybe look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, down dog. Find that shift back. Then find that shift forward to your high push up. Once you get there, take one more inhale, pushing away. Exhale, lower to it. Don't rush yourself. Great. At least 1 round of baby cobra. Second, third round up to you. We'll meet back in down dog. Right, look between your hands. Take yourself to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. High mountain, breathe in. Take it through a flow of your choice, breathe out. So that could be high push up to low push up. That could be continuing to the earth, and then you have every back bend at your disposal. We'll meet in downward facing dog. You can always cut those out and just meet right there. Great, take 2 more sun A's on your own. Just moving with your breath, your body to the top of the mat when you're ready. Eventually we'll meet in down dog. Take your time getting there, don't rush. Spread your fingers, maybe even take your hands wider when you do get there. Push the earth away to breathe in 1 time. Soften something, breathe out. Walk your feet closer together, right leg back. Do whatever you like with it. Try to push the earth away evenly with your hands and let your left heel sink to the earth. Breathe. All right, now lift your left heel nice and high. Take a big, slow step between your hands. Great. Find your blocks or spider to fingers. We're going to shift forward and backward. Try to shift back and look forward. Shift forward and tuck your chin. Great. Try to inhale back, look forward. Exhale, tuck your chin, shift forward. One more time. Great. Now find your block. Place on the inside of your right foot. Oops, sorry, ladies. Any height. There's 3 heights to the blocks. We're going to take a twist in our lunge. So that could be right hand to your right thigh. I want you to notice your right hip. If it popped out to the side, hug in, push down through that right heel. We're going to eventually be making our way up to crescent lunge. So let's take our gaze and our hand down. Adjust your left foot so that you can rise effectively. Right heel drives, left glute fire to rise on up. Lift that left heel nice and high, reach up, open to warrior 2. And then immediately into your reverse warrior, engage that left side body. Gaze wherever you want. Keep breathing. We usually stop breathing in our reverse warrior, right? Bend your right knee deeper. Great, take a big breath in. Exhale back through 2. Lift your left heel, rotate left hip forward. Twisted low lunge. Great, take a big breath in there. As you exhale, hand and gaze down. Maybe connect the inhale to rise. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to your low lunge and take a twist. So don't follow my pace, follow your breath. If it feels like trying to connect the movement with your breath is taking you out, then just open that valve on your breathing and move through those shapes. Don't worry about like warrior 2, reverse. Just keep moving like water. And take a few more rounds in each direction. Keep breathing. Letting go of your need to control or to look a certain way. What does it feel like? Great, take one more reverse low lunge and then exhale your hand and gaze down, moving the blocks to the side. So don't rush yourself there. Then shift forward to left tippy toes, drive that right heel, standing leg split, bend and open. Lean the effort into the inseam of your right foot, lift through the inner left knee. Stay here, or maybe right fingertips can reach up and grab that left heel. Don't force it. But we're gonna take a big breath in, everybody. Release your left heel if you got it. Bend your right knee a lot and step your left foot hip width distance. Right spider tip fingers to the earth. So we're in this low squatting chair. Great, start to rise up to skiers and then higher to chair. Hands to your heart. Twist a little bit to the right. Great, come back to center. Drive your heels, inhale, rise. Exhale, flow. Great, once you get back to down dog, don't rush there. Toes together, take your right leg back, bend and open. Stay here for a beat longer, or you're gonna lift your left heel as you inhale, right knee, right tricep, exhale. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, low runner's lunge. Spider to fingers. Inhale, lengthen back, look forward. Exhale, just drop your crown. Great, inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, take a twist. Inhale here. Exhale, come out. Great, inhale, rise to crescent. Exhale to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, flow through. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Great job. And you're down dog. Toes walk closer. Left leg back. Bend and open. Any kind of movement. Again, think about pushing the earth away evenly. Let your right heel sink. Drop your foot. Great. Then lift your right heel nice and high. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Squeeze your belly, knee to nose. Big slow step between your hands. Blocks or spider tip fingers. We're heading forward and backward a few times. It's nice to hit the piriformis and sciatica by looking forward as you inhale and shift back. Exhale, tuck the chin, bend the knee. Adding that piece or not, take 2 more rounds. Great, and then finding your shift forward, find your block on the instep of your right foot. If you're not using it, take a twist. It could be spider to fingers, hand to your thigh, looking out, twisting out. Hug this outer left hip in. Drive your left heel down, fire that right glute a little bit. Great, big breath in. Exhale, hand and gaze down. Remember, adjust your right foot. We're heading up to crescent. Find a lift through that right heel, reach up and then right into warrior 2. Right, and then engage the right side body, reverse your warrior. We're here for 3 breaths. So take your gaze where you can continue to breathe, create a shape where you can breathe in it. Bend your left knee deeper, drive your left heel. Great job. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, cartwheel down and take a twist. So you might need to adjust that right foot every single time. I like to inhale here, exhale to come out. Inhale, rise back to crescent. Start that journey of just moving in space versus saying, this is what crescent looks like. This is what reverse warrior looks like. Again, if breath to movement is just sort of taking you out, or you find that you're gritting your teeth, just open that valve and let the breath flow as your body is. We're not trying to hit a certain number or amount of them, so moving as slow as you like here. Okay, let's maybe take one more in each round. Then take one more twisted low lunge. Exhale, come out, ditch the block. And then inhale to lengthen back, look forward. This is just when you get there. Exhale, just drop your crown. Great job. Take a couple more breaths here. Okay, and then shift it forward. Lift those right tippy toes. Drive down through that left heel to lift up standing leg split. And then bend and open. Think about leaning the effort into the standing left foot to the big toe side, the inseam. And then bend your right knee, relax your right foot, lift through the inner right knee. Stay here, or maybe left fingertips reach up to grab the right heel. Don't force it. Awareness of the midline, 360 waistline engaging. Start to bend your left knee, release your bind. Spider to fingers come down, hip width distance, we stand. Great, look forward. Rise nice and strong to skiers, up to chair. Great, hands to your heart. Find a little twist to the left, squeeze your hands, not your jaw. Great job, come back to center. Drive your heels, inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive and flow. Great job. Toes will come closer and down dog. Sweep that left leg back, bend and open. Following your breath, inhale, lift right heel. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, low lunge. One time, we'll inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, drop your crown. Right, inhale to shift forward, take a twist. Big breath in there. Exhale to come out. Rising up, move nice and slow. Crescent to warrior two. A big breath to reverse. Exhale to flow. Maybe a good time to check in with what your intention was. I just want to move my body. Good job. Look between your hands, hop, jump, or step to the top. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise all the way up. Chair pose. If your feet aren't hip width distance, try to take them about hip width distance. Pull your hands to your heart. Squeeze your hands, not your jaw. Try to take cat-cow, but think about mostly the pelvic bowl doing it, so it's mostly lower back, maybe a little bit of the ribs. Great, and then find kind of that middle ground. So we're not tucking it under, we're not flaring it back, and then hugging that 360 waist. Take a little twist to the right. Great, unwind your spine, drive your right heel, lift your left heel. Great, hug into your outer right hip, lift to your left toes. Squeeze your hands, not your jaw, maybe float those left toes. Everybody eventually is going to take a nice step back to crescent distance, but keep your upper body hinging forward. Keep squeezing your hands together now. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Take a little twist to the right again. Great, unwind your spine, rise on up. Drive your right heel, fire that left glute. Ease in the upper body, arms however you'd like. Chin away from chest, soften through the breath or the mechanics of it as much as you can. Great, find a lift up to that left heel, reach your arms up, inhale, warrior two, exhale. Stillness or move with your breath a couple times. Heading into extended side angle, so engage that left side body to hold you up as you hinge forward. Right forearm to right thigh is great, or active on the adductor inner thigh. Left arm goes wherever you'd like, gaze goes wherever you like, continue to breathe. Or take your gaze down, start to push down through both feet, engage into both hips, rise back to warrior two. Lift and straighten and turn your right foot parallel with the left. Take a bind behind your back that feels available or easy. Lift your heart, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Great, keep your bind, start to engage at your pelvic floor, lift your navel back, start to bend your knees, drive your heels, halfway lift and look forward. Now keep your bind, visualize your shoulder blades, hug the front, the sides, the back of them. Try to release your bind, but keep your arms almost in the exact same space. Great, now straighten out those arms to a T. Take a big breath in and then exhale, forward fold, straighten your legs, lift those hips, drop your head. Great. Halfway lift, spider to fingers. Bend your left knee, pivot your left toes out to the back left corner, and walk a little bit more to the left if you'd like, hitting that inseam of the leg again. Move around. Great. Find some stillness. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. All right, we're going to pretend like the ceiling just dropped right above our sacrum. We're going to stay real low. You can keep your fingertips down the whole time or sweep them out to the side. But I'm going to start to bend my right knee and shift my effort to my midline. I'm going to pivot my left toes parallel, pivot them to the top. We're staying low, heading into arrow pose. Great, rising up, hands at your thigh, back or your heart center, tippy toes in that left foot. Maybe float them. Everybody try to step to the top, hip width distance. Take your hands to your heart. Big breath in. Exhale, fold. Great, take your feet nice and wide, shake it out, grab your big toes, step on your palms, ragdoll, take 3 breaths. And then yogi's choice, crow pose, garland pose, squatting, crow pose to the right. You decide. All right, let's meet back in down dog. You can flow there or just step there. Relax the features of your face. Spread your fingers wide. Push the earth away. Breathe in. Soften something. Breathe out. Great. Lift your heels. Roll to your high push-up. Again, you could walk your feet back if you need. You can drop to your knees and still do all the things I'm going to say. Take your feet wider than hip distance. Drop your heels all the way to the right. Stay here, tucking your tail, pushing the earth away evenly. Or if you'd like to rotate left hip on top of right, left hand can come to your hip or up to the sky, nice and active. Push the earth away with the right hand and then try to resist the earth with that right hip. So engage into that right side body. Great, stay here, or left foot can lift hip width distance. Breathe. Nothing fancy. Keep breathing. Great, slow journey to a high push-up. Toes or knees, take a big breath in, push the earth away. Exhale, lower to it. Great, take your right arm to a cactus position or out to a T, drop to your right cheek. Take your left fingertips out a little bit, lift your elbow. Feel free to kind of push into this or just soften into this. If you really like to bend and open, feel free to bend and open with that left leg and hip. Take 3 more deep breaths. Good job. Slow motion back to center. We'll take our hands, spread our fingers, and place them on the mat underneath our pucks. Bend your knees and flex your feet. All right, tuck your tail, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your pelvic floor, and then that 360 waistline. And start to float your hands, squeeze your shoulder blades together, resist the earth. Forehead stays down, tailbones tucking. Breathe, 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 building up a bunch of energy. We're gonna take 1 more inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth, push yourself, high push-up knees. Shift back, hit your toes, walk yourself down dog. Wag it out, nod your head, breathe. Good job. Look between your hands, hop, jump, or step to the top. Halfway lift, forward fold, up to high mountain. Chair pose. Your hands to your heart. Great, little twist to the left. Right, coming back to center. Left heel's down this time, right heel's up. Squeeze your hands, not your jaw. Tippy toes, hug into your lateral left hip. Great, toes stay down, or we lift and drop them like a little kickstand, or try to float them. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then everybody eventually take that deliberate step back to your crescent lunge distance, but keep your upper body in arrow. So once your toes drop, tuck the tail, fire that right glute, zip your inner thighs, take that little twist to the left again. Breathe. Great, slowly unwind your spine, squeeze your hands, rise up to crescent. So left heel pushes, right glute fires. Take your arms wherever you like, chin away from chest, breathe. Ease in the upper body as much as you can invite. Great, find a lift and an inhale, warrior two, exhale. Stillness or move with your breath a couple times, and then setting up extended side angle, left side when you're ready. Relax your jaw. Fire up that right side body. Look down and push through your left heel as you lift yourself to warrior two. Right, lift and straighten left foot parallel with right. Take the same bind, a different bind, and flip your grip. Lift your gaze and heart. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. All right, we're going to do that same silly thing we did on the other side. So we're going to bend our knees a lot, engage your pelvic floor, halfway lift, look forward. Keep your bind exactly where it is. Hug the front, the sides, the back of the shoulder blades. Try to release your bind, but keep your arms actively where they are. Great. Now slowly start to reach them out to a T. Take a big breath in. Forward fold. Great job. Shift a little bit side to side. And then when you're ready to take that a little bit more, start to bend the right knee deeper as you shift to the right with those fingertips. And then I like to pivot my right toes out to the back right corner of my mat. Again, exploring through movement or stillness, lots of breath here. Great job. If you're moving around, maybe find stillness. Everybody breathe in and breathe out. Great. The ceiling just dropped 1 inch above our sacrum. Stay low. Fingertips down or sweep out to the side. And then start to shift through center. Pivoting right foot if it went out. Stay low. Start to pivot everything to the top of the mat. Great. Stay here. Hands at your heart, your thigh, or behind. Tippy toes in that right foot. Stay here or float them. Everybody eventually step hip width distance to the top. Reach your arms forward. Skiers pose. Take a big breath in. Exhale, fold. Great job. Take your feet width of your mat or a little bit wider. Grab onto your big toes and fold, or take some twists here, side to side, with or without blocks, whichever you're kind of feeling. Great. Even out from side to side. Take 2, 3 more breaths. You'll eventually unbind, unwind, walk your feet hip width distance. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step straight back to high push-up. Take your feet wider than hip distance. Good, we can do this from our knees. We're gonna drop those heels all the way to the left. Tuck your tail, push the earth away evenly. Stay here, or lift that right hand to your hip, the sky above you. Left side body is hugging and resisting the earth. Right side body is resisting gravity. Pushing the earth away with the left hand, right leg stays, or take it hip width distance. Breathe. Awareness to the midline. Right side dropping into it, left side lifting into it. Slowly take yourself to high push-up, toes or knees. Big breath and push away. Exhale, lower to it. Baby cobra or stillness, take a breath. Great. Left side, cactus or T, drop to your left cheek. Right hand stays or spider to fingers and lift that elbow. Remember, if you like to bend and open, feel free to bend and open. Soften your belly, breathe there. 3 more inhales, 3 more exhales. Great, slowly come back to center. Same transition as last time. Hands under your pecs, spread your fingers, start to push the earth away. Knees are bent, feet are flexed. Remember, tuck the tail, squeeze about everything but the back of the skull if you can. And then try to float your hands. Now notice your shoulder blades, hug them towards one another. Squeeze and lift, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, big inhale. Exhale, push and lift up, high push up on your knees. Shift back, hit those toes, walk it to down dog. Great, take 3 final breaths in your down dog. And we're gonna be shifting to half pigeon. So if you like to do that from a seat, come to a seat. If you like to do it on your back or a wall, come to the wall. Otherwise, right knee towards right wrist. Settle down, adjust left leg. Put a block underneath your right hip to level. Hey, thanks. It's a level out. We'll get it. So remember, we want no discomfort in the knee on that right side. If that's happening, we adjust either to a different shape or adjust the angle of the lower leg bone or shift to deer pose. Right, so we were shaking things up and now we're letting it settle back to the earth. Loosening your grip, skin away from muscle, muscle away from bone. Let the bones kind of move and adjust the tissues now. Notice the difference between when the muscles were engaging and moving us around. Right, 6 more breaths wherever you are. And 2 more deep breaths. And for my friends in the seat or on your back, take your time, unbind, unwind, do what you'd like. If you're folded, slow journey back to your hands. Feel free to stay here, curl your toes, and kind of stretch. If you like king pigeon, you could reach back. If you just want to kind of dump to one hip for a second. But everybody's going to take their time for another 5 to 6 breaths. Come back to center, whatever that looks like for you. And then you'll take your hip stretch on the other side. And we're honoring side to side differences, things, asymmetries in our body without criticizing, welcoming sensation and pivoting from this moment. There's no right or wrong. Tapping into the ease of the breath. And let's take 6 more deep inhales, 6 more full exhales. Finding a shift to wherever you'd like, but either journey to your back after you kind of draw back to center, or if you'd like to end in a seated meditation, creating a seat that is comfortable for you. But if you're really looking forward to being on your back or doing a supine twist or anything extra there, please do that now. There is no right or wrong. Got just a few minutes left for the end of class. Like I said, a seated meditation or come to your back with added postures if wanted or desired, or just settling into Shavasana. And just last bit of insight, feel free to come back to that tapping. Remember, we tapped at the center of the sternum, we tapped at the third eye center, then we held compression and took a few breaths. So revisiting that if that sounds helpful or interesting or nice. Detaching from it and not worrying about it if it doesn't. And staying where you are as long as you'd like. We have come to the end of our time together for this 45-minute class. So if you'd like to start waking up, feel free. If you'd like to sit a little bit longer on your back or in a seat, feel free. But with grace, with gratitude, thank you for being here. Namaste. A wonderful afternoon. Thank you, thank you. Thank you.